welcome back. My name's Karen. I also go by Crafty Emerald, and today thought I'd try something a little bit different, a little bit out of my comfort zone, if you like. I thought I'd try and attempt a little tutorial, if you like, on these teddy building block characters that you get. Okay, so this may be a mess, this may be longer than it needs to be, it may be shorter than it needs to be. I don't know how this is going to go. I'm hoping it goes okay. I'm hoping you guys find it useful. This may look like it's easy, and I just thought I'd share it anyway, just to try a little something different. So what I'm going to try and attempt to show you today, you may already be able to see it, but it's perfect for this time of year, to be fair, she says. And it is this cute little ghost bear. Okay, he's not very big. Not very big at all, which would be a good little thing. So this is the instructions, okay? So as you can see, I've already preempted things. I've already got things set up. As you can see, I've got my blocks all separated. So I've got my threes. I've got 3 sets of those threes. See, it shows how much white this little guy's got. So I've got my single blocks there, and then over there you can see all my different colours as well. He's got mainly for his feet. Okay, I do also have this little hammer as well that's came with the kit to help knock the blocks into place. I also did get myself some glue and a paintbrush just to help secure it together, just to make sure it doesn't fall apart. I may regret that. I may get in a bit of a mess. So if that's the case, then that's the case. But I am going to get started here. I hope you guys are all having a good day. It's probably the only time I'll ever be able to do this for a little while, because this is the only type of peace and quiet I get in the house. As my other half is out at a rehearsal. So, okay, so this is the first page that I've got to show you. So if you've never seen instructions, if you've never seen these blocks before, this is how the instructions go. Okay, so we'll start from the very bottom there. So that plate there, that's the first step, okay, and then they go up like that. So you can see it's got number 1 there, and then obviously got number 2 there. So then you start from there again. This bit would have already built, because it would have been this one. So then you just go like that, and it's the same all the way through. Okay, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4. Obviously this bit's going to be fun a bit later. Obviously it's not very large at the minute, but it does help a little bit by showing where the shaded blocks are. So I'll worry about that bit when I get to it. I'm going to leave the instructions there so you can actually see what I'm doing. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here as well. And I'll try not to keep it too long, because once you get the gist of it, it's pretty easy to get a hang of. Okay, so I've got a pencil as well. Okay, just go on a pencil so I can mark off where I'm done. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with these 2 down here. Okay, so just there. They're pretty easy to get a hang of. They are fiddly, as you can see. Whether you can see, it's probably why handy I got the white background, but they're very tiny blocks. You can see if my camera will choose to focus. Come on. There. No, didn't go to that. There you go, that's a bit better. So you can see it's got those little ridges. They just slot into place. But they are a little fiddly to sometimes get into, but once it gets there, it gets there. But like that. Okay. Then they fit together. Doesn't want to focus on the little blocks. So I'm sorry if you can't see that very well. But we're just going to do that. So I'm going to start off with this one. See, it's got 4 blocks on either side. You may not be able to see very well because of where my hands are positioned, unfortunately, but I'll try and move it up a little bit. There we go, so we've got the 4. Then we do another 4. Not sure why they didn't have a few of the longer ones for these ones, to be honest with you. I thought it would have been a little bit easier, but it'll just be the design of it, I suppose. And there's another 4. Okay, so just flatten it. You can always press down on them to get them a little bit flatter if they're not quite flat. So how many do we need here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 for the rest of the square bit, if you like, for the base. As I said, I'm not going to do the whole thing with you guys because these do take a little while to do, and let's face it, if I do the whole thing with you, you'll just run away after 10 minutes because I would have bored you to tears and you would have gone all, yeah, I know how to do it by now. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's the 6. So we are going to need another 1, 2, 3, 4, another 5 sets of them for that one base, if you like. So let me quickly do those. Shall I say it'll be quick? What I'll do is I'll do this one with you, and then I'll pause and do the other one. I'll tell you what, I'll pause you now so that I can do those 6 of those, and then I'll come right back so you're not sitting here watching me do the same thing. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, I've gone ahead and quickly done the ones that I've needed. So I've done 6 of those. Okay, so you've got 6 blocks of 6 single ones. Okay, so then as you can see, they just slot together. So this bit can be a little fiddly, especially when they're moving around, but they just slot into place. Like that, you hear a nice little click. Okay, so you got them like that there. And let me fit these are the ones in. You can. I'm sorry if you can't quite see what I'm doing. A bit of an awkward. Unfortunately, it's a bit of an awkward angle. I couldn't. This was probably the best angle I could get, where you could see what was going on the best. There we go, so that is your 6 of 6. Okay, nice square, and then as you can see, it's just got the 4 either side, so they go in the middle. Scissors. There we go. I know this may seem like the easiest thing in the world, but you never know, someone might have a bit of difficulty following on. I know it did look a bit confusing when I first started, so managed to pick it up pretty quickly, but I thought I'd share it anyway because you never know. But that is our first base. You can see there, first base of our first foot. So what I will do, I will pause again and I will make up the other foot. It's exactly the same as this one. And then we can start with going up. I'll show you a little bit there as well. If you give me a couple of minutes, I'll get that other foot set up and then we can go from there, okay? Okay guys, I've gone ahead and done my 2, 4, 6, just double checking my lines for my last foot, and then because that we've done that, I can pop these back in here. I mean, you don't necessarily have to have these style pots by all means. I mean, you can find any storage that you deem suitable for yourself. These are simple food storage pots I brought from a local supermarket. Cheap and cheerful, nice decent sizes. Those little ones are absolutely perfect for those little 1 cubes. So in this case, obviously, because there is a lot of white, you are going to need a fair few of the tubs, but not too fussed about that. They're easy enough to keep stored in place, so it's not too bad. And yeah, you can see it's okay. Just making sure I'm not going off camera. Yeah, as you can see, they sometimes are a little bit finicky. But once you get them in, then they go in pretty easy. There we go. And then we have one which goes in there, and there you have it. There is the other foot. Okay, so I'm just gonna squash them slightly on the table. Oh yeah, that's right. I thought that was a different colour on the thing then. But there you have your bases for your feet. Okay, so obviously they're not all going to be blocks like that, as you can see. The next few are going to be rings, which makes it a little easier. So I'm going to tick to show that I've done those, and then this is where it comes to the little bit of a fiddly, because you've got to make sure you get counts. But I'm now heading to the orange. Okay, it's a nice bright orange, and we've got a mix of singles in there and 3. I don't understand why they didn't have the 3 blocks for the feet. To be fair, it probably would have been a bit easier, especially it's a bit easier on your fingers, to be honest with you. But now I'm going to start these two. So obviously they're going to be this, judging by the look of, they're slightly different by the look of it. So you just got to keep an eye on where they are. You can tell the difference between the singles. I'll get as close as I can. So obviously these ones here, obviously there's only 2, so it's going to be the singles. But the 3s will always have the writing in the middle. So you can see that's a 3. So there you can see it's 2 blocks of 3. And there's 2 blocks of 3 there. And that's obviously a 3 there. But then obviously you've got these single ones there. I know you guys will probably be able to see it, because these are actually quite clear instructions. You can see where the blocks end and whatnot, so it's not too bad. But I'm going to grab me a few of those ones, a few of those. Then you can by all means count them out as you need them. So obviously up there you've got 120 of the single orange, you've got 88 of the black ones, and then you've got 68 of the 3s. That is for the whole of that side. Okay, so you can count them out if you want to. It's up to you. I started off doing that when I did my first one, and I just found it took me a little bit longer to do it. So now I tend to just do it like this. So I've got them in the tub, tip them out as I need them, bring them in as I need them. But I'm going to start off, both of these are exactly the same by the look of it. So as you can see, the 3s are exactly the same. Just slot into place. Okay. This is actually a nice bright orange as well. It looks a lot brighter here than it does on the little guy at the end. Obviously the little guy there, you can see his feet. They don't look quite as bright. I don't know if that's just because of the shading of the actual little bear himself, or it's just the colouring on the thing, but they are nice and bright. So it's just a case of being nice and to be extremely careful though, because the amount of times I've accidentally put something in the slightly wrong place, and the project is sort of like been pulled, it's sort of like pulled in like that, for example, or there's a gap where I've accidentally missed one out, or I've sometimes done that instead of that. So it's an easy mistake to make. So these ones in this case go on the top. So they go on the top of that bit. One, two, three, four in the middle, so that's right. And then move it up a little bit so you can see. There we go, so that slots nicely into place. So as you can see there, that's a good square. Sometimes if you may accidentally do, so if I'd have gone like that for example, so if I'd have put that there, for example, instead, you would have seen obviously there's the gap there, which obviously isn't right. So they're easy to move. You just pull them out, slot them back in. Sometimes they're a bit fiddly when you're putting them on the bear, but you've got the square there, and then the three. So in this case, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see. Let me bring it up. Obviously the ones on the side, you've got 1, 2 down, and it's on the third. You'll be level with the third raised block bit, if you like. I don't know the best way to describe that, to be honest. But that goes in there, okay. And then it's the same with the other side as well. So make sure we get that level. You can see what I mean about it being a little bit fiddly, but you get the hang of it after a while. So then we've got the 2s, which will go in the middle, so they'll go there, and then it'll be the same for this one as well. There we go. And there you have your second layer, which is that one there. It normally helps if I get the thing out of the way, doesn't it? You just about see it there. So this one is going to be exactly the same. So I'll get that up and running real quick. Two, if it'll go. You can see what I mean about them being a little bit extra fiddly. And 2. And then they'll go. And it may help some people if they do it from the flat like that. It may work for some people. I'll do what's comfortable for you guys. So in this case, obviously, here it'll be a bit fiddly if you try and do it like that. So I always find it better when it's attaching it to the side. Just put it in there like that. Okay, and then your 2 singles. I won't keep you guys for much longer because this will, I don't want to drag it on too much, because then you will get bored and run off. And I know half of you guys are probably thinking, why are you giving me a tutorial on how to build a block bear? Well, you never know. There might be someone who struggles a little bit. There's no harm in looking for help if you need it. Whether this will be a popular thing, I don't know. Whether this tutorial will be watched, I don't know. But it's worth a shot, isn't it? But right, and there you have your second. So you've got your 2 feet, okay? And then we're going to attach these to these, okay? But what I am going to do as well is so I'm going to make sure they're the right way, so they're facing up, because obviously you can see that these bits aren't quite central, okay? So, and it shows that they're on here, that they're going up, okay? It normally helps if you can see it, doesn't it? Okay? But judging by the looking, the way you can see as well, you see those lines, that might be a little bit confusing as well. Okay, so you can see that the green line is going through the second from the bottom rather, which mean, and it is going in to the first one, so that means that so obviously, right, so basically, if you can see it, I don't know how well you're going to see this, but that second bit there is going to go into that first bit there. It's just a guideline to show you whereabouts it goes, okay? But what I am going to do, I am going to add a little bit of glue. You don't have to do this. This is just my bit doing it. But I'm just going to add a tiny bit. Whether it will work, I don't actually know. But I'm just doing it to kind of help keep it in place. Whether it'll actually keep it in place, I don't know. But just to help keep it secure. Whether it'll actually work, as I said, whether it'll work, I don't know. But a little bit on the inside as well, just to and then so the first isn't it the second, isn't it? So it will go in there like that. Can you see? Yeah, just about a bit. There we go. So there you have it. Okay, so that is clipped on quite nicely, actually. That's clicked in quite nicely. Okay, you may get slight sort of little gaps in there. I'm hoping it's not going to be the case, but you never know. I've got a bit of tissue. Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't think I've got any tissue spare right now. Sorry, I've knocked you. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the same again for this side as well. Just to try and help keep them a bit more secure where they are. Middle as well. And then, so second and first. Yeah. Right place. Yeah, there we go. That's a look then. It didn't look like it was about to go in. But there we have it. So there is your second base of the foot. Okay, let me put it there. So it might be a little bit easier to. She says, and it nearly falls. Okay. There you have your second foot. Okay, and there you have the start of your feet. Okay, so I'll do one more layer with you. So obviously these layers are going to be a little bit different now. So I'll do one more layer with you guys just to show you, and then I'll let you go because then it will really drag on like all anything and it will bore you to tears, and I don't want to bore you to tears, honestly. But let me just tick them and then so I just have to make sure that was okay. So we'll pop them to one side. So we're going to need a few more of these. Okay, so as you can see, that layer is definitely slightly different to that one now. Okay, you got a few more edges and corners, so it does have to be a little bit more concentration. Make sure I get in the right area, it normally helps, doesn't it? So, how are you going to be able to see this? I don't know, so I do apologise. I'll try and get it in the right place. There we go, so 4 and then 1 up. As you can see, it's a little bit fiddly, especially with these single blocks. So then this will go here. And there's the next one across. Okay, so then I'll pop that there for now. I mean, sometimes some people will build them all the way around bit by bit. I tend to sometimes build a little bit and then I'll build a little bit and then connect them. So that's what I'm going to do now. So you can see here, if you can just about see, it's 2, 4, 6 of the singles. Okay, so 2, 3, 4. These ones unfortunately are very fiddly sometimes. So you just have to be a bit patient. Sometimes some of the plastic is can be a little bit fiddly, especially if it's got like a little tab on it or something. So there you got your single bit there, and then that attaches to the top there. Okay, so I tend to do it that way. So I'll build a small section and then I'll build another little section and then put them together. By all means, you can just attach bit by bit all the way around. It's up to you. It's how you feel comfortable with doing it. I mean, if you prefer to do it all the way around as you go, and this one will go there. They will slide a little bit, because that's the nature of them. So then we've got 2 singles. So they will slide around a little bit. That's just how they go. Make it easy for people to pull them off if they make a mistake, put them in the wrong place. I mean, I've done it countless of times. So it goes around that way, and that one actually goes underneath. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I've done it countless of times where I've had to take a layer apart and put it back together again because I've put something in the wrong place and I haven't figured out where I've gone wrong. I haven't figured out the wrong place that it's been, rather. Goes down there. And we've got one more. Yeah, you can see, that's okay. I just want to make sure I'm still in frame. So that goes in there. Jesus. Come on. As you can see, it is a bit fiddly. But it is enjoyable. I mean, I've lost countless of hours. Completely distracted by this. There we go. place your next layer. Okay, so you can see it is maybe slightly wonky, but just put it on a flat surface and squash, 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 squash. And then there you go. Okay, I believe this second layer is the same, so we'll go do that together as well, and then I'll let you go. This may not have been as long as it needed to be, but I thought I'll do a few layers with it just to show you how they get done. I mean, there's loads of different designs going. I mean, I've got a couple of teddies that I've done already. I need some more singles, don't I? I mean, the most commonplace, I think, that these come from, I know there's a lot on Amazon. They tend to be cheaper. Okay, they are slightly, well, I say slightly, they are cheaper on Amazon, but I mean, Teddy Blocks is the main site, I suppose, for these bears. I think, I'm not sure where they're based, to be honest, but I know this stuff, I think, comes from China, because I ordered a few from them and it took a few weeks for me to get them. Also, if you're in the UK, like I am, there is another site called Neocole, which is blocks of bears as well, and I ordered from them as well, and they arrived within a couple of days, so I think they're local to the UK. So either Neocole if you're in the UK, or Teddy Blocks. As I said, with Teddy Blocks, they did take a few weeks to get here, but they do have an offer going on at the moment. There's a couple of offers with them at the minute. I think you could buy 2, get 1 free, buy 3, get 2 free, or something like that. And they've just added a load more designs as well. So they have small bears, so around the size this little one's going to be. And they also have the big bears as well, which I think my ones are about 40 centimetres. The 2 bears that I've done. This one I think is only going to be about 30, something like that. Okay, so there's the 5. Okay. And then it goes down. I need down and across. So in this case, I'm going to do it this way. Okay. And then she says and drops it. Right, let me try and get this. So I'm gonna knock here, unfortunately, but sorry guys. Oh, go ahead. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I'm gonna adjust you. So as you can see, they're very easy to drop. Very easy to drop. So then, so as you can see here, I have gone slightly skew F somewhere, which is what I was saying as well, which can happen. So 4, 1, 3, 3 there, 2, 2, 2, goes across to 4, 2, 2. Ah, there we go. I've missed a single block there. So it's just, as you can see, it's really easy to miss block from time to time. As you've just seen, I've just done it myself. And it was slightly wonky. But as you can see, there is the next ring. So I'll put these on with you guys to show you where we go, and then I'll leave you there. So in this case, it's going to be a bit confusing with these arrows where they are so close together, but second one in there will go into the second one in on that long one, and it'll be exactly the same for the other one. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, a little bit glue just to help keep them secure. I mean, again, as I said earlier on, you don't have to put the glue on. I just find it's going to be a little bit easier to keep them in place. Top are gonna a little bit on them as well. So the second one up, and the second one up. There we go. It may sometimes take a little bit of pushing as well, because you can see there's a gap there, so it does sometimes take a little bit of a push to get them to click. As you can see, that one's slightly raised. So what I'm going to do, gonna be a bit of a racket, I'm afraid, guys. There we go. So you can see there that hammer's showing you that hammer's coming useful. And there you have the second one for there. Okay. I'm going to do the same for this one. I hope you guys are all having a good morning. It's quite sunny out here today. I'd say it's about 1 o'clock. I think it's about 1 o'clock my time. Yeah, 1 o'clock my time, so it's nice and sunny. Unfortunately, you will hear cars going up and down because it is a main road that I live on. So I do apologise for that. But there we go. So framing in normally helps if you're in frame, doesn't it? As you can see, that one has gone slightly wonky, so give me a minute. Oh, come on. And as you can see, it does go a bit wonky from time to time. That one's come off from underneath, hasn't it? There we go. As you can see, it does go a bit wonky from time to time. There we go, and then that bit will go in there. There we go. So I'm going to use a hammer again. There we go. So as you can see, it did go a bit wonky. time to time, because sometimes that does happen, but sometimes they do slide around a bit. But there is the start of the feet, okay? I won't take you any further because we've been here for 40 minutes and any longer. If you haven't run off already, you will definitely run off by now. Okay, so I'm hoping this helped in any way. If you're ever thinking of getting any of these block bears at any point, I hope this was helpful in some way. I hope it wasn't too rambly. I've shown you, hopefully, clear instructions. Fingers crossed they're clear enough for you. And I do hope you enjoyed it. Please leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy, if this did help in any way. I would like to see if this has helped in any way. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your morning, evening, afternoon, night, wherever you are. I hope it didn't bore you to tears. Go enjoy the sun, enjoy your sleep, wherever you are. And I'll hopefully see you guys soon. Bye, guys.